kind of take you through the features front to back. So again, starting off with the model concept. Family sport side-by-side with roominess and comfort for four. That's our big thing. That's what this vehicle is developed on. That's what we really feel that you're going to experience later today. So keep that in mind as you're not only driving, but selling the vehicles to your customers as well. Again, developed on the 3 C's that we developed the KRX on: comfort, capability, confidence. Those are our other big selling points with this vehicle here. As I mentioned, this is the special edition model, so this has got the beautiful painted finish front to back, all paneling with the graphic overlay. The ES models on either side of this have the painted front fenders and hood, and then the colored plastic from the doors back. And then the SE that's going to be coming into your dealerships in October is going to be just all colored plastic with the graphic overlay on top of that. So that's another feature that you can promote as you go up in trim level, just another value add to help justify those increases in MSRP. The styling and design obviously largely carried over from the KRX, so we've got the same front grille, the LED headlights and taillights are common, the fenders, the door. We actually kept the same door and rear fender as the KRX, and as you can see, I think knowing that, you can then appreciate how well that rear door integrates. So we've got the same componentry, again, the door and rear fender, KRX to KRX4, and you can see how seamless that intermediate, or the rear door now, integrates with both of those panels. So we feel that our design team really knocked it out of the park with that, and that looks really great. And as you probably know and are promoting on the KRX, we've got the low fenders for the maximum amount of visibility of the front left rear tire, as well as everything that's out in front of you. So the whole front end was carefully designed for driver visibility. On this special edition model, we've got the Warren KRX45 winch as standard equipment. It also has the plastic roof as standard equipment. This is an accessory roof that we put on here to promote this. So it'll actually have the KQR, excuse me, not that one, it'll send your direction that way. That's the KQR plastic roof. That will be original equipment on this trim level, this vehicle that you see here today. Returning are the 31-inch Maxxis Carnivore tires. Again, on the non-beadlocks wheels, but they're color matched to some of the accents on the vehicle and highlight cut. I personally think they really look great. Yeah, they're not beadlocks, but again, we didn't feel that this vehicle required it. If you need it as an accessory, we've got you covered. And I still think they look really, really great. That highlight cut and that painted to match, or that painted finish there on the tires. So the doors, let's talk about the doors. You know, as I mentioned, ingress, egress is a big deal for us. Hopefully you've been feeling that and agreeing with that on the front seats. Really feel that we did that on the rear seats, especially compared to our competitive vehicles. That's something that's not going to show up on a spec sheet, but I think you can see for yourself if you're getting in and out of this vehicle, if you're working with a customer, you can say, all right, get in and out of this Honda, get in and out of this KRX, and tell me what you think. We really feel that we have class-leading ingress, egress. Again, we've got the very intuitive, easy to use automotive door handle. Hey, you're walking up to them, I know how to get into this vehicle super easy. I'm not fishing around trying to figure out, you know, I got my new buddy coming with me, he's trying to get into the rear seat. Everybody else is taking off without us. Super easy to use. As you can see here, as I was discussing, we've got the traditional automotive style opening, meaning front hinge. If you don't get that thing latched fully, it's not going to rip open on you flying, you know, 60, 70 miles an hour down the trail. This SE, last feature on this is it comes standard equipment with our Hyphonics audio system. So 6.5-inch front and rear door speakers with a 12-inch subwoofer. Those have the 3/4-inch tweeter in them as well. And then Dave will cover it later, but coming is also going to be the rear pod speakers. I don't believe they're available just yet. I'll let Dave confirm that later on, but then they can sell that as an additional accessory if you really want to go all out with the audio on this system. Being that, again, these are ES models, you've got the 7-inch TFT meter, so you should be familiar with that on the KRX 1000 ES. That makes its way back to both ES models on the KRX4. And as I mentioned, with the exception of the suspension and the ROPS, everything from the front seats forward is largely the same. The cockpit should be very familiar with you. You got the on-the-fly 4-wheel drive and front diff lock. You've got your suspension mode switch, soft, normal, and firm. You've got all your TFT switches and all your winch and everything else is all the same. What's that? Diff lock on the fly? Yes, correct. Electronic on the fly. Yes, that's all electronic. let's see here. Updated floor drain plugs. So we did away with the rubber cap. We've got eighth turn floor drain plugs on these now, which is a great upgrade. So that's be really good.
Is that going to be on the two-seater as well, the upgrade?
Yeah, I still got to confirm, but we believe it is going to be. So don't take it as gospel, but I believe that is going to be implemented to the KRXs as well. Focusing on the new parts here, so the rear seats, they are toolless removal. So in the front here, no problems on this one. Somebody got a little too aggressive, I think. So this is toolless removal on the front. So it is a front hinge there. You can have access to your battery on the left side. You've got a storage bin on the right side. And then the back is also toolless. It's very easy to use, very easy to operate. Just one little lever here. That'll give you toolless access to your air filter and your fuse panel for everything that you need to do for maintenance back there. Similar to our KRX, our intakes have been carefully designed using CFD analysis. They are recessed with the pre-filters to help reduce the amount of dust intrusion. And then again, in the back, still can accommodate up to a 32-inch spare tire. OE tire size is 31, so we're giving you guys the option to upgrade to a 1-inch larger tire size and still fit within the back paneling. Obviously, when there's no other accessories or coolers or anything else in there, you can still run up to a 32-inch spare tire in the back. Okay, last fun feature I want to show you all here today. Big selling feature on this. As I mentioned, the two new models that we're coming out with here in July are ES models, meaning they're electronic suspension. We have what we're going to call a showroom mode, so you guys can illustrate to your customer on the showroom floor how the suspension is working, and they can feel it and see for themselves. So, first thing, key on or engine off. Obviously, if you're in the showroom, you're just going to be key on, engine off. Needs to be in gear, high, low, or reverse, anything but neutral. And then as you toggle through your suspension modes, it will change the compression damping without any vehicle speed registering. That is not a feature on the KRX 1000 ES today. It's something that we're looking into to implement, but it is now on the KRX4. So we've got the key on, we've got it in gear, we've got it in soft. You can say, all right, customer, go ahead and give the thing a shake. Tell me what you think. You know, pretty compliant, pretty plush, right? All right, now let's crank it up to firm. Go ahead, give it a shake again. They can see for themselves, and you can promote that to say, hey, this is actually doing something. This is actually providing a benefit. See for yourself. So just to recap again, key on, engine off or engine on, in gear, and then toggle through your suspension modes and let them see for themselves, and you can use that as a selling tool on your showroom floor with our unit. So that's everything I wanted to cover with you all. I appreciate your time. I'm going to be here all day if you've got any questions. But now I'd like to hand it over to Dave to cover the accessories. Bailings, there he is, and we'll let Dave take it over for you.
All right, guys.